All right, so here what we've got is a piecewise function here, and it's x squared plus x over x, and then we also have it defined over here as and basically this function is defined everywhere as this, but then at 0, at x equals 0, they define it as 1. And you'll soon see why they do this. Basically, if you take a look at this upper function, notice you can factor out an x, okay? Then these x's cancel, leaving you x plus 1. But remember, that actually leaves a hole in the graph at 0. But then, don't worry, they actually say this function is undefined at 0, and they go ahead and define it for you at 0 to be 1, okay? So here, this red function is just this x plus 1 line, okay? And then at 0, they define it as a 1. So the blue dot fills in the hole that was created by factoring out and canceling this x here. So as a result, you end up with a nice smooth function, okay? And there's no holes in the thing at this point because they kind of filled it in for you here. And they not only that, they filled it in with the correct value. They didn't put like 2, in which case the dot would be up here, in which case then you would have a discontinuity. Anyway, so then they go on to proceed and they ask you a couple of things. Does f of 0 exist? It sure does, because here's f, it's this whole function, and at 0, it's defined at 1, so it exists. Does the limit exist? It does, because as you approach the left at 0, we get a 1. As you approach from the right at 0, you also get a 1. So the left and the right-hand limits are equal. Is it continuous? It is continuous because the left and the right-hand limits exist. The left and the right-hand limits exist, meaning the limit exists, and they are equal to 1. And the function is defined at 1 as well. As 1 at 0. The function is defined as 1 at 0, okay? So as it turns out, 1, 2, and 3, these are all true statements, okay? And the only reason it is that way, because they went ahead and did this scenario where the location where you would normally have a problem, they fixed it by defining it as the correct y coordinate, okay?